It's so laggy over here. Shit, man. What's up? What's up? Yep. Yep. All right. Let's get this microphone popping. We're lit. We're live. I love it. Let's go. Happy freaking Friday. You know what it is, baby. Yep, we're back. What's up, people? What is up, people? I love it. Cool. Hope you guys are having the best day of your entire freaking lives. So we're going to jump right into today's episode. TikTok, what's popping? IG, what is going on? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Happy Friday. Hope you're having the best day ever. We're getting right into today's episode because I have exactly 8 minutes until this meeting. Today is a little crammed, so I appreciate you guys taking some time with me here today. And my goal with today's podcast episode is to deliver you some actionable value into your life. So without further ado, let's get right into it in 3, 2, and 1. What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your favorite coach, personal trainer, whatever you want to call me, fitness coach, bodybuilder, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, I want to talk about treating yourself and treating yourself accordingly, giving yourself some grace. And I think this is something that I struggled with for a long time. So I figured there'd be some people out there that need to hear this message. Now, to give you guys some context on that, I think it's important to work hard and grind, but I think there's seasons, and having strategic balance, I think, is something that will really give you mental clarity. And when I say balance, it's not going out every single weekend and getting hammered and having a bunch of treats. I think it's drawing a fine line with that. And I had a broken mindset on that for a very long time. And I think that's really what it comes down to, is shifting perspective in your beliefs on that. And it is a skill set, and it can be improved upon. And the reason I believe in that is because if I've been able to make those shifts, then you're capable of doing the same things as well. There really is no separation between anybody here. I am not better than you. I am a human being, right? So now, to rewind a little bit, because I always like to give you guys context on what I used to struggle with. Now, I would work out all week, Monday through Friday, and then the weekend would come and I would have like the cheat day every Sunday and eat whatever I wanted. But that mentality is broken. We're talking about fitness, nutrition, mindset, getting the absolute most out of your life. Now, that mindset is completely broken, and I'll tell you why, right? Because I think better strategy is giving yourself the satisfaction when those urges arise, right? So like when you have those feelings, hey, maybe I want that cheeseburger and I want to go out a little bit, give yourself that little bit of grace in that moment, because if you're continuously restricting yourself, right, they're going to feel compelled to binge more because you're not getting that satisfaction. So I think it's being aware of your feelings and address that in a strategic manner. It's a skill set. That's something that can be improved upon, right? And that's something that I love to focus on with my clients inside of my program, is like having that flexible, strategic, balanced approach. You can do both. I think it's just knowing where to draw the line, which is why wanted to come on here today and talk about that, because it can be improved right now. Just because you're identifying yourself as a certain person right now doesn't mean that you can't change that, right? I used to identify myself as a stress eater, as a binge eater, but I was able to change that and overcome it because I decided to try and shift my approach and continuously put myself out there to learn things. And you're capable of doing the exact same thing right now in this moment as you listen to me, regardless of what platform, or if you're on the audio podcast replay, it doesn't matter. It can be improved upon. And that's the lessons that we wanted to teach today. Treat yourself accordingly. That mentality has become really popular over the last couple of years. And yes, I do believe that there is a time and place for it. But also, if you want to keep seeing progress and results, you have to sacrifice a little bit. So it's really trying to find that balance for yourself. And that looks different for everybody, right? So I think it comes down to setting boundaries. That's super important. But understand that you can do both. Right? Like letting go of that all or nothing mentality, having that clean breakfast in the morning, and then maybe going to have lunch with your friends. That's okay. Like we're human beings. We're meant to enjoy life. I always say it on this podcast, but like fitness does not have to be a prison sentence. It shouldn't feel like a chore or an uphill battle all the time. And I think so many people come at it with this flawed perception of thinking that it needs to look so black and white, all or nothing, 100%, like fuck it. Like, and I struggled with that for so long. It's taken me a lot of work internally, mentally, and physically to get to this place of like, hey, like I can do both. I deserve to do both. But it's just being strategic with it. right? Like, I think what it looks like I said, is having that clean breakfast in the morning and then maybe going out with your friends and drawing the line. Like, if you're full, stop eating, right? Like, if you're going to go out, maybe call it a night by 10 p.m. and not stay at the bar till the lights came on. Like, it's something that it's just like really been frustrating for me, like, over the years. And then maybe it's going out on Friday night, having some drinks with your friends, but then also on Saturday, why can't you wake up and hit the gym and get a workout in on Saturday? Maybe you don't feel as great because you're hungover from the drinks, but who's stopping you from actually doing that? Well, I drank yesterday. That erased my progress. I should probably just quit and stop going. That's brutal. I did that for so long. You don't have to do that. So that's what I wanted to highlight with this episode, is that perspective and mentality doesn't serve you. That mentality is going to keep you stuck. So if you want to continuously see progress results in your fitness journey and in your life, it's letting go of that mentality. Yes, treat yourself accordingly, but have that balance and flexibility to draw that line in the sand and say, hey, like, I could do a little bit of both. I want to do both. That's how my best clients see results. That's how I see results, is because I allow myself to enjoy life guilt-free because I know how to do it, right? What do you guys think of that? If you're getting value so far and this is something that is landing for you, drop some fire in the chat box and let me know that you guys are hearing me clearly. I have exactly 3 minutes before my 11 o'clock meeting, and I'm going to take a sip of water and then finish up this episode. Comments, where's the fire? Let's go. Are you here? Are you here? Do you hear me clearly? Let's go. We got 4 mother truckers here on IG. We got another few over here, TikTok, more on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I appreciate you guys tuning in today and taking some time to spend with me. Let's freaking get this rolling, okay? So, guys, to recap today's episode, we're talking about treating yourself accordingly, drawing that line in the sand, giving yourself some grace. It's okay to work on yourself in the gym, outside of the gym, but also have some fun on the weekends, right? Like, and when I say have fun, it's not going to the bar every single weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and blacking out for hours. Like, obviously, it's not what I'm saying, but who's to tell you that if you're on a fitness journey and trying to work on yourself, that you can't have a couple drinks here and there? Like, yes, obviously, you know that internally it's probably not getting you closer towards your goals, but realistically, fitness is a lifestyle. It's not going anywhere. So what's the rush to getting towards your goals? Because I like to make that analogy of, okay, you get to the goal, you lose the 10 pounds, then what? What happens? Do we take our foot off the gas and just quit? Obviously not, right? But I think some people, like I said, have this flawed perception of what that looks like. Like, entertain that for a minute and like sit in that. Okay, you reach the goal, but then what happens? Do you just take your foot off the gas and completely quit? Obviously not. So that is what we wanted to get across today. And I want to give you permission to allow yourself to do both. And I said that on my story this morning, but I really do believe that, because I think that fact that mind is going to carry you really far to see long-term results in your fitness journey, and also translate into living your best life as well, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. You got this shit. I believe in you. Have the best day of your entire life. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, and protein. Let's freaking get it. Okay, that is it. That is all I had today. Thank you guys for tuning in and spending a couple minutes with me on this Friday morning. Fine Friday morning. It's sunny here again in South Florida. I love it. It's amazing. Cool. Appreciate you. All right, I need to hop on my 11. I will see you guys in the next episode. Have the best weekend of your entire freaking lives. Peace.